as we cross Samuel Beckett Bridge onto the city's north side. That power sensation returns again as cars pull off right and left to allow these heroes through. Soon, as on every All-Ireland final Sunday, the hats, flags and colours begin to illuminate the footpaths. The stadium is in sight.
God knows when, but if you ain't in again, you better duck down the alleyway, looking for a new... Tonight, it's an epiphany, my heart stops. Life flows into me. This could be the start of it all.
It's more than just a Sunday review. Join me, Eamon Dunphy, on Sundays from 11 on News Talk 106 to 108.
Success is what you make it. Join us in celebrating this year's Women Mean Business Conference and Awards on September 26th. Log on to womenmeanbusiness.com to book your seat.
Once upon a time, you could be pretty sure a job was for life. Nowadays, we know that nothing is certain. So if you're anxious about your job situation, or if you're an employer facing difficult decisions,
off we go.
It's a good idea to talk to your solicitor, because forewarned is forearmed. He or she can advise you on your rights and entitlements, and if necessary, speak on your behalf. With unique knowledge and experience, it's just one of the many ways your solicitor can help. Talk to your solicitor from the Law Society of Ireland.
At Superquin this week, we have some better than half price offers for back to school. Like Capri Sun 10 pack, Nestle Cheerios 600 gram, Carol's Lasagna 1 kilogram, and L'Oreal Elvive range. All now better than half price. Superquin, come for the quality and stay for the price. See in store for details.
The collapse of Anglo-Irish Bank is still shaking Ireland to its core. Continuing in tomorrow's Irish Times, we present exclusive extracts from Simon Carswell's incisive new book, Anglo Republic, Inside the Bank that Broke Ireland. How did it become too big to fail and too rotten to save? Why was golf so important? And what really went on behind closed doors? The bank that broke Ireland, only in the Irish Times, for the times we live in.
Down to business with Bobby Kerr. Thanks to Bord Gauge Energy, fixed unit rate electricity plans, keeping you in control of your business electricity costs.
Coming up on today's show, SME entrepreneur and former CEO of the IDA, Oric White, joins me in the studio to review the papers. We go all nautical and look at the Irish marine leisure industry and all about buying and selling of boats. Retail science guru Paco Underhill will join me in the executive chair. And Des McCabe, author of Work It Out, will join Oric White and myself to review the week that was in business. But first, it's over to Sinead with the news and weather.
It's 10 o'clock. Good morning, I'm Sinead O'Donnell. Gardaí and Waterford are treating as suspicious the death of a woman in the city overnight. The body of the 35-year-old woman was discovered lying on a roundabout on the outskirts of Waterford City. One man has been arrested. Aisling Nicostala reports.
Shortly after midnight, Gardaí discovered a 35-year-old woman lying at the Coos Bridge roundabout on the outer ring road of Waterford City. She was in a serious condition and taken by ambulance to Waterford Regional Hospital, where she was later pronounced dead. The 29-year-old man was arrested and is currently being detained under Section 4 of the Criminal Justice Act at Waterford Garda Station. A post-mortem will take place later today to establish the exact cause of the woman's death, but Gardaí say they are treating her death as suspicious. The scene has been preserved for a technical examination, and the road between the Coos Bridge roundabout, the Airport Road roundabout and the Ballindood Road roundabout is currently closed. Gardaí are now appealing for witnesses who may have seen anything suspicious in the area between 11:30 and 10 past 12 last night to contact them on 051 305 300.
Gardaí in Dublin are appealing for witnesses after a man was shot dead in Ballymun last night. The incident happened at St Margaret's halting site just before 10 o'clock. The 49-year-old man was taken to the Mater Hospital, where he was pronounced dead a short time later. A burnt-out car thought to have been used in the attack was later found in Finglas. A full forensic examination is currently being carried out by Gardaí. A new opinion poll shows the majority of people want Michael D. Higgins to become the next president. According to a survey in the Sunday Independent, 32% say they would vote for the Labour Party candidate. Fine Gael's Gay Mitchell is in second place with 24%, but 18% said they would vote for David Norris, despite the fact that he pulled out of the presidential race. Mr. Norris now has 4 weeks to decide whether or not he'll re-enter the race for the Oris. Of the other candidates, Mary Davis commands 13% of first preference support, while Sean Gallagher is on 11%. Colonel Gaddafi's spokesman has dismissed suggestions that one of the main pro-Gaddafi strongholds is about to surrender. Musa Ibrahim says the people of Bani Walid are refusing to negotiate. Meanwhile, human rights campaigners claim they've seen documents alleging British intelligence services helped Gaddafi's regime. Papers discovered in Libya report revelation in the Vatican document is that it shows Irish bishops were not frustrated by the authorities in Rome in their attempt to implement their own child protection guidelines. Mr. Madden says this does not tally with recent claims made by Irish bishops.
What is a surprise in this particular document is we've been led to believe in recent times that Irish bishops were trying to implement child protection guidelines in the Vatican.
In the afternoon, Leinster and Ulster will be wet with the rain clearing in the west. Highest temperature.
Area and Kilkenny fans who are driving up for the match, and I hope it's going to be an epic day. I'll be there. Coming up on today's show, we're going to look at the marine leisure industry, and we'll also talk to retail.
In fact, I recall in the last recession when I was head of IDA Ireland, and we realised that we'd have to cut back on our own staff and our own resources, and we introduced unilaterally a redundancy plan for 100 people. But we retained the right to select those who would be allowed to go.
And this is key, isn't it? So you can't have a situation where the key people in an organisation are the ones who take the package.
No, there has to be. If you're going to...
don't really want to be paying for the guy who bought 12 apartments in Bulgaria.
They're struggling to survive and keep a roof over their heads. But I think the bottom line of this debate, and I confidently forecast that this issue and what happens in banks and how they forgive debt and so forth is going to grow and grow, and people are going to be very familiar with the dark sort of secrets and world of banks, provisions for writing off mortgages, etc.
Okay, we have a couple of good news stories in around business. Sherry Fitzgerald have done well in the UK. They owned a company called Marsh & Parsons, an estate agency, and I believe it's been sold for 52 million sterling or 59 million euros.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, what that illustrates is the difference between the London property market and the Dublin property market. So, I mean, I think it's good for the Irish base in the sense that the money is going to be reinvested in the Irish company. And
I saw another story linked to that, which was Foxtons, the big real estate company in the UK, on page 8 of the Sunday Times. They have almost gone out of business 2 years ago. They've bounced back with 35 million profit. So there's clearly another